BurdaYukom was founded 15 years ago. It's one of the 3 leading corporate publishers in Germany. We employ around 70 people from 5 countries, so we're very broad-based and international in orientation.
My name is Laura Schulte. I'm Chief Editor with BurdaYukom Publishing. I've been here for 2 years and I originally come from the USA.
Corporate publishing is about producing media on behalf of the client. The classic term is the customer magazine, but we moved on from this idea a very long time ago. The online component entered the scene on a massive scale 10 years ago. And over the last 5 years, we have been seeing a definite trend, firstly towards internationalization and secondly towards mobile content. i.e., we have to handle all mobile end devices on behalf of our clients. In terms of divisions, we have B2B and B2C. Our workshop departments cover everything: concept, layout and realization, which might be print realization, or else going live with the finished website. The reason we're introducing Censhare at BurdaYukom is firstly the variety of media channels we have to and want to feed with our media. Being able to handle print, online and mobile is now standard for almost every one of our media. The Censhare data management system is very convenient for us here because it means we can serve all 3 media channels from a single data source, so to speak. Secondly, and this is very important, we want to be able to offer our clients efficient workflows because cost pressure has increased enormously on the client side. So for us as a service provider, it is a crucial competitive advantage to be able to offer an efficient workflow and include the client in the coordination process, as well as freelancers such as graphic designers and journalists. Thirdly, internationalization is another very important aspect for us. The most international magazine at the moment is Amway, with around 26 languages. Censhare is of course ideal for us here because it allows us to control such a distributed project on a central basis and feed in content in this way. Let's start with the classic, the customer magazine as we produce it for Amway. It's a sales supporting magazine which aims to stimulate direct sales. As I mentioned, this is a magazine where we design the layout, suggest content at editorial conferences, realize content, and then produce the medium in coordination with the client. This magazine is supplemented by an online newsletter, something we have for over 3/4 of our projects. The newsletter is published 10 times a year. Some of its content is taken from the magazine, and some is new, and it directs the reader or recipient to a microsite. Amway is by far our most complex project, possibly the most complex of all projects currently handled by German corporate publishers. The 26 countries are all directly linked to servers here on our premises in Munich. Censhare supports us together with the IT service providers of Hubert Burda Media GmbH.
Before, Amagram was actually 26 different amagrams in Europe. Now we have a single amagram, which is localized in 26 different regions. It was Censhare that made this possible. Previously, all steps, or almost all steps, were carried out 26 times. The content was created centrally and was then sent out and layouted, looked at and modified 26 times. That was all done in the various regions. Now we have a central database of information we want to communicate. And we can put this into a layout once and discuss what it looks like once. Then we can very quickly reflect this in the Censhare system and it goes out to all the various regions. So people can handle it in their own regions and make their own logo changes. This makes for a much more efficient workflow, and we have a central magazine. The changes can also be made on a decentralized basis too.
Our aim is to support clients in 3 ways. We want them to generate new business by increasing customer communication. by communicating with precise target groups. In other words, we want to tailor communication more specifically. Then, we want them to generate more business by intensifying existing customer relationships. This can be done very effectively by means of various flanking measures in customer communication, and we want to support them in doing better business by providing more efficient workflows, especially in the area of communication, by integrating the various channels such as print, online and mobile, but also integrating various media formats. We firmly believe that each of these three areas provides a sufficient basis on which to provide support using Censhare. It is a symbiosis of technology and communication which really hasn't been seen before.